truth, and every time we see more and more files come out, it's more and more evident that the survivors are telling the truth.
The group made the trip with a purpose. They want more documents released, the mansion searched, people identified and prosecuted.
She always says, I just hope that when all is said and done, that we get a small dent in this big world, and it means the world to us to come out and see everybody here.
The property is no longer called Zorro Ranch. The name synonymous with Jeffrey Epstein, a financier who had estates here in New Mexico, New York, Florida, and the Virgin Islands. Its new name, San Rafael Ranch, is visible on those no trespassing signs. The very next day, the group got what they wanted. From Sky 7, we watched as investigators searched the property.
You can see all the units from the New Mexico Attorney General's office surrounding the mansion down there.
In a statement, they say it's related to possible criminal activity that occurred at the ranch when Epstein owned it. One document in the recently released Epstein files claims there were bodies buried on the property.
We will not let that burn the food.
The group left flowers, planted and laid on the dirt, crosses nailed into the ground. It's hard for them.
Seeing a house is painful, but it's important because we're not forgetting.
There is so much more coming to light for the first time. Millions of files already released as part of the Epstein Transparency Act. Secrets being revealed. More still hidden. What you're about to hear may be disturbing to some.
And we're back.
Another survivor says Epstein fondled her genitals on the ranch when she was only 17. She also said he snuck into the room she was staying in and raped her twice. In another account, Epstein allegedly masturbated and groped a girl while she was giving him a massage. The survivor, also just 17 when the abuse allegedly occurred. The group outside the gates now joining the chorus of voices demanding justice.
We see you, we believe you, and we will not stop fighting until justice is served.
It's now known that Jeffrey Epstein had ties with very powerful people around the globe, including movie stars, politicians, even royalty. But how deep did his connections go here in New Mexico? And just who knew what was happening right here in our backyard? Something our legislators now want answers to.
We do have corrupt politicians, and we do.
I'm watching this new thing about Epstein.
And maybe there were strings pulled.
Our investigation found that New Mexico's laws were perfect for Epstein. We did not have a human trafficking law. State law at the time made it difficult for victims of sexual assault to report their abuse, and he did not have to register as a sex offender. We also found that investigation into what occurred here at Zorro Ranch started after Epstein was arrested in 2019 in New York, but was never completed. We also found that Epstein had plenty of connections to the most powerful people in our state.
When we return,
I think New Mexico chose Jeffrey Epstein.
The land office did not dig deep, did not ask enough questions, and did not have an idea.
What are you doing, Ricky?
Had they been able to have a crystal ball and see what kinds of things Jeffrey Epstein became involved in?
Zorro Ranch. It's about this place called Zorro Ranch. The Secrets of Zorro Ranch.
Why Jeffrey Epstein chose New Mexico for his mansion is unclear.
was it the scenery, the seclusion?
Or did political connections have anything to do with it? Here again is Jason McNabb.
When the Zorro Ranch land was bought in the 1990s, it was front page news. The Albuquerque Tribune called it the Big House and reported that a quote, mysterious stranger has come to Stanley with plans to build the largest home in New Mexico. That stranger was Jeffrey Epstein.
Why did I buy a ranch in New Mexico in 1993? So that's gives you some sense. I would have funded it in 1990. Los Alamos, which was the high energy lab up in New Mexico, was losing all its scientists.
In this 20
Hey, Matt.
interview included in the DOJ
Yeah, I'm good.
Epstein said
I'm just watching
new ideas.
this new Jeffrey Epstein shit that came out.
But the people who worked in Los Alamos would still be in the Santa Fe area.
I just took a dab rip too.
Fun people who have new ideas.
Yeah, I woke up from a nap.
Story in described himself as a hermit and as being afraid. At the time, he employed 2 full-time people to manage the ranch, and made them all sign confidentiality agreements. The employees told the Tribune they were, quote, sworn to secrecy. But
Yeah, it's about what up, thug? Woo woo. It's about Zorro Ranch.
Gary King is from one of the last of the great political dynasties in New Mexico. His dad was governor. King himself, former attorney general, former state rep.
This live is about whatever we want it to be about. BM.
His family sold Epstein the land when his father was in office. It was owned by his father and 2 uncles.
So I'm guessing that Jeffrey
The
Epstein,
Ard.
somebody that he worked for, was looking in New Mexico and saw that land listed, and that they reached out to the King brothers to buy that land.
When Epstein purchased the land, it included state-owned property. The property was leased by the King family for grazing livestock. State officials now say when Epstein purchased King property, he assumed the leases for the state-owned grazing land, but it doesn't appear he used it for any agricultural purpose.
It was by no means a bona fide grazing operation.
Stephanie Garcia,
Trying to say they found bodies there.
She says her office is responsible for
Now they're saying they found bodies there.
land for its designated purpose.
Yeah, this is a crack pipe.
Where grazing
No, it's for my dabs.
They are not used for their intended purpose. I believe that the grazing lease at Zorro Ranch was just one of these cases.
Once built, this is what the ranch looked like. Sprawling gardens, the New Mexico desert, an airplane landing strip, corrals and stables for livestock, and homes for ranch workers. It also had a shooting range and this antique train car. Inside, there was a swimming pool, large garage, and elaborate office. These are the blueprints. Some of these are photos from the inside that were provided to this man.
You could see that it wasn't a normal residence. 33,000.
That was my nectar collector.
You would expect 15, 20 bedrooms, palace.
And I'm not on meth
The layout of the
today.
place wasn't bad at all.
So nice
Nick
try.
Aragon is a radio talk show host. He started talking about Epstein nearly daily on his show shortly after the billionaire was arrested in 2019.
I had been interested in the Jeffrey Epstein Zorro Ranch stuff way before, because a lot of people had called in, had sort of.
We're gonna get ready to eat.
Journalists.
Not today, my friend.
Giving me information.
Today, Aragon believes the informants were actually people who worked at the ranch. They supplied him videos, photos, and pictures of the inside.
I think it's something that should be disseminated everywhere so that people can actually get a background of what was taking place in terms of sort of the celebrations.
Once Epstein's crimes were exposed, Garcia Richard took action. It was 2019 when she went to the property to do an inspection. She was not allowed on it.
There was at that time a large gate in front of the private residence with like a little speaker box. And so I let them know who I was, and kind of at first we got a little bit of a
I am native.
So we were going to be granted entrance, and then all of a sudden, kind of in the distance, we see a truck just drive off very rapidly, and the speakers went dead. We didn't hear from anyone. We kept sort of trying to get someone's attention, so I was not actually admitted onto Zorro Ranch.
The following day, she held a news conference announcing she was canceling the leases. She has these souvenirs in her office.
I think it's sounds 2019.
It's in 2019.
This has been sitting here this whole time. So why did you choose to end the lease agreement in the first place?
From the moment
I like to come here and hang out and get stoned with my
I
homies.
did not want it to continue in any means.
Garcia Richards.
Hi, Crips gang.
After learning about this email.
Hi, Nicole. Cheers.
Back in 2019.
It looked very.
How are you doing, lovely?
See now everyone feels it's very legitimate.
The email says, quote, did you know somewhere in the hills
I'm
I'm
Sue in Chippewa.
On orders of Jeffrey and Madam G. Both died by strangulation during rough fetish sex. It also wanted Aragon to give the sender 1 Bitcoin for videos.
Both died by strangulation during rough fetish sex. You gotta be careful when you do that. You gotta be careful when you do that shit. See what happens?
Or authorities wouldn't have done anything about it. It's really the disturbing part. That should disturb everybody.
But just last month, the email came to light.
Working
again.
away. You're always working.
Millions of documents released by the Department of Justice as part of the Epstein Transparency Act. Because of that email, Garcia Richard asked Attorney
Yeah, I'm
General
Sue. I'm
Torres
Chippewa.
to investigate.
I'm
Earlier this
Scottish.
month, Torres conducted a search of the
What up,
property.
Ryan?
New owners
That's just
said
what they said on here. And I'm Scottish, German, French, and a splash of Irish.
What could potentially be found change that we have just not followed up with, we have not taken advantage of.
I'm
Office launched an
watching
investigation.
Epstein.
I hope that New Mexicans can finally have answers for what occurred on their public land. I hope that families of victims and survivors finally.
Jeffrey Epstein got this ranch in New Mexico
He was in the pockets of governors, large landowners, former governors. I mean, it goes broad.
that has
Family, holy cow.
Like so many others, Gary King's campaigns
no law restrictions against human trafficking.
I think early on in
And-
campaigns, we knew that he was a businessman and solicited campaign contributions from him. When you're campaigning,
A big ass cattle ranch that has no cattle on it, and now they're starting to find bodies. Who knew?
Became controversial. Gary King unsuccessfully ran for governor, trying to follow in his father's footsteps. King says, unbeknownst to him, companies owned by Epstein donated money. At the time, Epstein was 5 years removed from being convicted of soliciting a teenage prostitute in Florida. King said accepting the donations from companies owned by Epstein was an oversight by his staff and announced he would give the money back.
I had a conversation with Mr. Epstein, and he said that he wanted to contribute to my campaign, and I told him that I wouldn't accept a contribution from him. Actually, I think I even said, wouldn't be good for me, wouldn't be good for you.
There's great pride in doing projects yourself, and that independence is why you went to True Value. True Value, your project, your way.
Happy Hump Day.
Start weekly deals at TrueValue.com or your locally owned store.
What up, Alla? What up, Queefer Sutherland? Oh, is it? Oh.
Justice
Oh.
running mate Deb Holland took a trip on this plane
Oh,
from
my
Santa Fe
God.
to Washington, D.C. to meet with union leaders.
Is it
It
cum?
happened the same day he returned
Is
to
that what
Washington.
that's supposed to be? Is cum from you fapping off into your little dick?
King is
Fapping your little
maintaining
dick
he was
off?
unaware the plane was
Is that what that's supposed to be?
I found out, actually, only...
Very clever.
However, these emails seem to show otherwise. Someone sent Epstein an email indicating that Gary King wanted to speak with him about possibly using his plane to get from Santa Fe to D.C. And Epstein also received an email alerting him that King was on the flight. But King questions the validity of the email.
Oh, are you talking about ice cream? My fault.
I don't know that it's fabricated after the fact. I just think that whoever wrote that email might not
You
have-
better shut the hell up or I'm gonna
What I
fucking kick
understood
you out.
was
You piss me off
that
too much.
our
That's why I always
company
get kicked out.
And that we paid for.
Documents also show that King was in communication with Epstein leading up to the flight. In this email to Epstein from his personal assistant months earlier, she wrote, "Please call Gary King. He looks very forward to speaking with you." This one says, quote, "Gary King just called. Apologize."
Oh, somebody would. Somebody's going to.
King has maintained he barely knew Epstein.
How many times do you actually remember meeting Epstein in person?
That's simple. I met him once in person.
But King acknowledged shortly after his father died in 2009, he got a phone call from Epstein, who was Attorney General at the time.
He called and said that he had heard
All she did is delete his message, though.
that he wanted to express his condolences and he would appreciate it if we could
It's
meet
okay.
in person and have coffee. So
Yeah, I'm getting ready to cook right now. Or warm up my food.
And had tea.
Epstein was just months removed from serving time for a sex offender conviction in Florida.
See, you gotta go like this, this, and then you put them in. Put you time out.
This letter
Go like that.
told him he would be required to register as a
There.
sex offender in New Mexico.
No, I can't come back till tomorrow.
Time. But after an email from the EPS changed their tune, sending this letter telling him he wouldn't have to register. After all, Epstein had been convicted of soliciting a prostitute and procuring a minor for prostitution in Florida. He served 13 months on work release.
Do you believe he should have been forced to register as a sex offender in New Mexico?
Depends on the act. I recognize that he.
I burnt my
guilty
lungs.
to- One of them was to soliciting a prostitute, so that wouldn't be something that you would have to register for. The other charge that he pled to, I don't know.
King and his family are key to understanding how Epstein ended up in New Mexico. His family sold him the land. Rizzi was governor when he bought it. The King family aren't the only powerful New Mexicans who had connections to Epstein.
Court documents show the late Governor Bill Richardson had arranged 9 meetings with Epstein over the years, including some
Yeah.
at Laurel Ranch. Richardson was accused by
Clowns,
Epstein
clowns, clowns,
of being forced to give him a massage. Richardson, who died in 2023, had maintained those accusations were false. Richardson had received $50,000 in campaign contributions from Epstein that he ultimately gave to charity. Former state land commissioner and Albuquerque Mayor Jim Baca received $10,000 in contributions from Epstein. He said Richardson had tried to arrange a meeting with him but declined to do so. He later received the check. He too returned the money after Epstein had charged in Florida in 2006. He tells Target 7 he gave it to a
It's been very chill. I've not done much. I got stoned. I hung out with the homies. I napped.
However, he tells us he was on a leave of absence, serving in his federal position when the transaction was
That's
made.
about it.
He said that as a matter of practice, the commissioner's name is on all the state leases, but he never knew or met Epstein. Former U.S. Attorney and New Mexico congressional candidate John Kelly's name appeared in Epstein's Black Book. At the time that revelation was made public, Kelly was chairman.
Hi, Cool Roster. Cool Roster. What's goody? Oh, look over here.
When Epstein was looking to buy the property. The documents released by the Department of Justice show that he represented Epstein when he bought the ranch.
Though Epstein's 2008 Florida convictions did reach New Mexico law enforcement authorities.
It's going okay. I was just getting ready to eat some supper. I'm watching some new Epstein shit. I shouldn't even be watching. It's just pissing me off. But I'm about to warm up some of my pulled pork from yesterday. Why, you want to have supper? Are you ready to have supper? Let's have supper. Let's have supper. I just took about 3 good fucking dab rips. I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I got my Pepsi. I got my chips. I had a nap today. I had a pleasant nap today. It was good. I was going to cook spaghetti today, but we'll do that tomorrow because I'm going to have the rest of the pulled pork. Yeah, so the day before yesterday was really nice and warm and sunny, and then today is all rainy and fucking cold. So like I get like weather fucking seasonal depression, like weird ass shit to where I just kind of snap in and out of it. And that's how today was. Brisket hot links, yummy. I like to put mayo on my bread, cheese, and then I put the pulled pork on top of it. On top of both of it. On top of all of it. Both of it. What the fuck? Yeah, that type of weather is cool when you got somebody to snuggie with. But I like the warm weather. I like to be able to go do stuff outside. Then I'm going to take an evening shower. What do you guys feel about evening showers? yelling about evening showers. Yes. How's that look? That looks good, huh?
in regards to some kind of sex trafficking or underage, crimes.
Reed says the committee has the power to
All I need is chopped onions and that Sammy. Eesh.
says it's incredibly important to be bipartisan.
Oh, it's talking about nighttime showers.
Republican is Republican. And so we've got no pushback from our side of the aisle on this. They feel we should be a part of it.
As I told you earlier, Attorney General Ronald Flores
Not to mention, I got this to go with it.
investigation.
I don't think he's getting any investigation to any preconceived notion.
This goes more shrouded in secrecy. Epstein's estate sold the property back in 2023.
Hot evening showers.
Fund benefiting his victims. But it took nearly 3 years to learn who owns the keys.
Property records obtained by Target 7 finally revealed Don Huffines purchased the land. Since his ownership has been made public, he has shared his plans to turn the ranch into a Christian retreat. The property has also been renamed as San Rafael Ranch.
I keep optimistic and I keep an open mind for that.
We introduced you to State Land Commissioner Stephanie Garcia Richard earlier.
I hope that we
I have to nuke this a bit more.
very fruitful dialogue with the new owners of private land.
But who is Don Huffines? He's a businessman from Texas who is also a Lone Star state senator. He's also Texas's GOP nominee for comptroller and proudly claims he's endorsed by President Trump, whose name appears thousands of times in the Epstein files. The president has denied any wrongdoing. Huffines' son Russell has worked in the White House Office of Cabinet Affairs since 2025. After many attempts, Target 7 was unable to make contact with Huffines. But we did get a hold of the people who are on the property, running day-to-day operations. They tell us
Some onions, some chopped up onions in there would fucking be good. You ain't lying about that. Some chopped up onions in there would be dope.
State officials tell Target 7 they used cadaver-sniffing dogs during their search. They're in the process of putting together the scans. If you remember, not all of the land that made up Doral Ranch is owned by Huffines.
We wanted to know what was happening on our
Garcia Richard terminated the grazing agreements the state had with Epstein for the state portions of the land back in 2019.
We will not lease it back out because we are open to land license to law enforcement to come onto the property and do a proper investigation.
Take a look here at this map. This is Epstein Estate. The land highlighted here in orange is land that you bought in Tucson. In blue is state homeland that you acquired from Tucson. This is what we found. Just west of state-owned land, this is no trespass application. Property is turned out by all lands to new owners. Right behind the gate, you can say that we direct into the mansion. However, it cuts straight through state-owned land.
Pursuit Richard tells us even if the current owners have permission to step on the state land, motorized vehicles are not allowed.
Definitely would have trespass case for sure.
It's findings like this that make some, Eddie Aragon, doubtful that answers about what kind of agricultural ranch we found whole.
And I'm not going to get started. I doubt anybody out there.
I would do anything. Hey, what up, Beans? Sorry, I was warming up my supper. How you doing? Beans, more beans.
They hope that New Mexico is no longer safe haven for people like Epstein, who are pushing to have political connections exposed. These lands in our beautiful desert never be used again to keep secrets.
Yeah, these ones are all dressed.
We'll also keep an eye on this information. What happens with the journalists?
Yeah, these ones are all dressed. My remote's not working. Good one. Ping pong. Now my fucking remote's not working. The Epstein file did it. The fucking Epstein file did it. Good evening. I don't know if I can finish this other one, you guys. What up, Frank the Tank? Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank. Now it's working. See what Sheba's doing.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't keep you there because this is what happened is you get there to the rain didn't have to.
Hi, Lily Flower. Yeah, you're right, Thug. Oh my God, this one's live. Look it. Live right now. Epstein Ranch mystery turns darker. 159 of us. Now 160 watching. Hi, J Moon. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be part of this live watching this. I'm that person.
February 16th, the person whose identity remains redacted told Democratic lawmakers Andrea Romero and Mariana Anaya that bodies may have once been there and have later...
On my dad's discovery
The email included 2 photographs
of when they busted him for selling drugs. That's what a bunch of his shit said. Redacted name.
Along with
Sensitive
the alleged
material.
burial plots,
That means
the
that's
tipster
the
also
narc
shared
that they're
photos
hiding.
showing the
Fucking drives me nuts. I don't know who it is. I mean, I do, but I don't.
on the property, and objects reportedly found inside that tent-like structure. Among those items, a defibrillator and a statue described as a man of African appearance. The person also made a disturbing claim about that yurt, saying, quote, "In the white yurt, they must have been doing rituals where they felt like they needed a defibrillator." That specific allegation remains completely unverified.
They were doing rituals.
Have linked the structure to criminal activity. Still, the email immediately caught lawmakers' attention. Representative Andrea Romero, who was leading a bipartisan commission examining Epstein's history in New Mexico, forwarded the correspondence to Kyle Hartsock, Director of Special Investigations at the State Department of Justice. According to the email trail, Hartsock replied saying the tip was, quote, "being looked into." When later contacted, Romero declined to confirm whether investigators had validated any part of the claim. She told
He
Al
did a
Jazeera,
plea
quote,
agreement.
"We will get details on the veracity of any claims as we conduct our investigation," and added that she could not offer any further context at this stage. This latest tip has surfaced just
It shows some names on there, but not all of them.
Doro Ranch, following another batch of recently released federal files. Those records included an anonymous 2019 email claiming that 2 foreign girls had been
What's up,
killed
Omar?
outside the ranch,
I'm just having supper.
allegedly on the orders of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. That source also claimed to be a former ranch employee. And even
That's how the
offered
feds
alleged
work, man.
video evidence of
That's
the
how the
theft
feds work.
in exchange for 1 Bitcoin.
Right.
At the time, that amount was worth roughly $8,000. There is still no confirmed connection between that 2019 message and the newer tip now under review. But the timing is significant because state investigators began searching the ranch again.
They won't uncover this. The CIs. They won't uncover the CIs for their safety because they know it'll happen. Snitches get ditches.
After he was indicted on sex trafficking charges. The property sits roughly 50 kilometers south of Santa Fe, and nearly a dozen have said they were abused there. Yet,
Not much, Omar. Just watching some Jeffrey Epstein shit.
Epstein was never charged with
Nomadic, hi. Welcome back. I'm eating my pulled pork from yesterday and my all dressed chips. And watching about Epstein Ranch. Holy shit, it's really windy out. I gotta go grab my I gotta go grab my fucking mailbox door.
The sprawling 7,500-acre property in the New Mexico desert is now at the center of a new investigation following explosive claims that the remains of 2 girls may be buried somewhere on the land. Authorities began the search after new details surfaced in the recently released Epstein files, which revived chilling allegations about what may have happened behind the gates of the remote estate. The massive ranch, located south of Santa Fe, has long been shrouded in disgrace.
I got it.
Epstein purchased the property in 1993.
I got it.
New Mexico governor
I got it.
and reportedly used it as one of
I got it. I saved it.
According to reports by the
I'll show you guys how windy it is out there when I go have my cigarette.
private airstrip, stables, and multiple smaller homes scattered across the enormous desert landscape, making it one of Epstein's most secretive and isolated properties. Now, a man who once lived at the ranch during his teenage years is speaking out. Ian Royal, a former resident whose father worked as a ranch hand for Epstein for more than a decade, says the sheer size of the property makes discovering human bodies nearly impossible. Speaking to The Sun U.S., Royal explained that the estate is so vast that someone could easily conceal something without ever being detected. Royal recalls exploring the ranch on 4-wheelers and seeing firsthand just how enormous the property is. According to him, the landscape stretches across miles of desert terrain, with roads running through it and vast empty spaces in between. As he told the Sun US, if someone truly wanted to hide evidence or bury bodies there, the sheer scale of the land would make it frighteningly easy to do so. The renewed investigation stems from a disturbing claim that surfaced years earlier. Back in 2019, radio host and former mayoral candidate Eddie Aragon reportedly received an anonymous email from someone claiming to have worked at the ranch. According to the Mail Online, the message alleged that 2 foreign girls had died during violent sexual encounters and were later buried somewhere in the hills surrounding Zorro Ranch. The anonymous writer claimed the victims had died by strangulation during what was described as rough fetish sex, and that the burials were carried out on Epstein's orders. The email was forwarded to the FBI and eventually resurfaced among millions of documents released as part of the Epstein files. While the claims remain unverified, they were enough to prompt renewed scrutiny of the remote
That's
estate.
fucked up.
Royal also criticized authorities for not investigating the property sooner. He told the Sun US that law enforcement should have conducted a thorough search years ago when Epstein's crimes first came to light. According
So,
to him,
that was
launching
delicious.
investigation now may be too late, especially when
You take Asha by any chance?
Yes.
Asha makes saving effortless.
Mexico Attorney General Claudia Torres, following new information uncovered in the Epstein files. Officials say the ranch's current owners, the family of Texas real estate developer Don Huffins, have granted authorities access to the property. Huffins has previously stated that he plans to transform the land, now renamed Rancho de San Rafael, into a Christian retreat. But for investigators and the public alike, the haunting question remains whether the desert still holds secrets from Epstein's dark past
Yep.
will never be uncovered.
Some say that he didn't even die.
Connected to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has drawn renewed attention to claims surrounding the late billionaire and former Harrods owner Mohammed Al Fayed, a woman identified only by the pseudonym Natalie, Al Fayed nearly 3 decades ago. Speaking in an interview reported by the Sunday Times, Natalie said she was a teenager when Epstein first targeted her and later sent her to meet the businessman in the late 1990s. Her claims are now adding to wider investigations and public scrutiny surrounding both men. According to the interview published by the Sunday Times, Natalie said she was 17 years old when Epstein initially approached her. 2 years later, she alleges she was flown to Saint-Tropez on the French Riviera, where she was taken aboard a yacht owned by Mohammed Al Fayed. The vessel, known as the Jonah super yacht, was frequently used by the billionaire during the 1990s. Natalie told the newspaper that she remembers meeting a much older man on the boat who she now believes was Al Fayed. The claim carries historical context. In the summer of 1997, the Jonah yacht appeared in global media coverage when Princess Diana and Dodi Al Fayed, Mohammed Al Fayed's son, were photographed aboard it just days before their fatal car crash in Paris. Natalie told the Sunday Times that she did not encounter either Diana or Dodi during her visit. However, she said she remembers being unable to leave the yacht until it returned to dock. In the interview, Natalie described feeling trapped on the vessel while the yacht remained at sea. She said she repeatedly asked to leave, but claimed she was told she could not disembark until
What's up,
the boat
Cole?
docked again. Natalie told the newspaper
I
that
believe that
the
too, Thug.
occurred during that time. She also said she only recently realized the identity of the man she believes assaulted her after seeing online reports about Mohammed Al Fayed last year. Natalie says she is now prepared to speak with British police investigators. I remember Sunday Times.
And he's got enough
adding that
money
the
still to
memory
do it.
remained clear despite the passage of time. Authorities have not confirmed any direct link between Epstein and Al-Fayed. As noted in public records from the U.S. Department of Justice's Epstein document releases, there is currently no documented evidence tying the two men together in the files that have been made public. The allegation comes as scrutiny surrounding Mohammed Al-Fayed has grown in recent years. Following his death in 2023 at the age of 94, more than 400 women have made allegations of rape or sexual assault connected to him.
Shit, I didn't know he's that old.
By several British media outlets. Those claims span several decades and include accusations involving employees and other women who encountered the billionaire. Investigators in the UK have also been examining individuals suspected of helping facilitate or conceal alleged offenses. According to reporting by British law enforcement sources cited in national media, detectives have questioned 3 women suspected of acting as enablers. They were interviewed under caution on suspicion of offenses including assisting sexual assault and aiding human trafficking for sexual exploitation.
Scotland Yard investigates alleged enabler linked to Elf.
Meanwhile, authorities are also reviewing Epstein's travel connections to the United Kingdom. Police forces, including Essex Police and Bedfordshire Police, have been examining Epstein's use
Just think
of
when you have
and Luton airports, investigating whether
just
those
think when you
travel
have that
routes
much
may
money,
be used for
you could be
trafficking
like,
purposes. The inquiry remains ongoing. Retail giant Harrods, which Mohammed Al-Fayed
I want
owned
connections
for
to the United
decades
Kingdom.
before selling the company in 2010, has acknowledged the impact of past allegations.
Make it happen.
In a public statement cited by multiple UK outlets, the company said it recognized that employees had reported abuse during Fayed's ownership. Harrods said it had failed our employees who were his victims, adding that it apologized for the harm caused. As investigators continue examining historical allegations tied to Epstein and Al-Fayed, Natalie's claim is the latest to emerge in a case that continues to raise difficult questions. Authorities have not confirmed the details of her account, and no criminal findings have been announced related to the specific allegation. But the story highlights how decades-old accusations connected to Epstein's network continue to surface, and how survivors are still coming forward with their experiences years later.
Grave-like plots found.
Fresh claims linked to Jeffrey Epstein's former Zorro Ranch in New Mexico are raising serious new questions after a member of the public claimed to have discovered what they described as grave-like plots on the property. According to records obtained by Al Jazeera, the individual shared photographs and an email with 2 state lawmakers last month, amid renewed scrutiny around Epstein's activities at the ranch. The claims have not been independently verified, and they do not appear in the publicly released Department of Justice files connected to Epstein. But the tip itself is now part of a growing set of allegations surrounding the property. In an email dated February 16th, the person, whose identity remains redacted, told Democratic lawmakers Andrea Romero and Mariana Anaya that they had entered the ranch back in 2020 and found multiple plots they described as dug-up sites. The tipster then suggested that bodies may have once been there and had later been removed. The email included 2 photographs of the ground, along with other images allegedly taken inside the property. Along with the alleged burial plots, the tipster also shared photos showing the exterior of Epstein's mansion, a white yurt on the property, and objects reportedly found inside that tent-like structure. Among those items, a defibrillator and a statue described as a man of African appearance.
What's a defibrillator? What would a defibrillator be used for?
Saying, quote, in the white yurt, they must have been doing rituals where they felt like they needed a defibrillator. That specific allegation remains complete.
What's a defibrillator? Joji. Oh, the Nikki Gordo show.
Thanks for that introduction. We broke
Got Nick's on.
We did some things people couldn't do. Yeah. And crazy shit's been happening, right? Over the last week, what's happened? I know you just dropped something, but I just want to say
I didn't
something.
drop something. It's like there's autistic garden node just moving everything around. My pens go missing. Everything goes missing. It might be Boomy, it might be Con. I don't know who it is. But yeah, we had Palm Beach Pete last week, right? And then so we had Palm Beach Pete.
Oh, let me get that thing.
I'm gonna start putting shock collars on people. I've said this before. I don't like people moving. I have ADD. I'm gonna start getting shock collars on everybody. And I'm gonna press it, and I'm gonna be abusive. That's what I'm gonna start doing.
Yeah.
Nikki Gordo.
So we had Palm Beach Pete, right?
Oh, what a good supper that was. Let's go have a. Do I have a snipe out here?
Crazy. I screenshotted this actually. Let me take out my phone and let me make it very clear. So I screenshotted.
Oh.
What did you screenshot?
Okay. Someone said I'm gonna use hand gesture because I don't want to get banned or whatever. Someone said, "Blend in, you pussy."
So you guys how windy it is out there?
And I responded.
It's a bit windy out there.
Like genuinely from the bottom of your donkey mind, you call it great, right? It's like, well, listen, he's not Jeff, right? It's Palm Beach.
I have to turn this on. The mobile data.
We're like, oh, it's him, but his teeth and this and this. You really think? And that was really Jeff? You're gonna sound like this word show and how it's
You guys hear the wind? Shit, I gotta put air in that tire. Does it look like it's 5 or it's like 5 pounds? Oh yeah, it's a chilly one. It's a chiller.
But that's not him, man. That's definitely not him. Nick knows it's not him. We all obviously know it's not him. But there's people out here who are saying the craziest shit, and now I'm kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm in fear for my life.
I mean, yeah, but I live in America, so I don't give a shit. Come to my goddamn door, and you're gonna meet a problem bigger than myself. What I can say is this: after the Palm Beach Pete incident we had on the show, you know, I've been seeing a bunch of black Tahoes around the house.
Huh.
I actually woke up with a note on my car, and I've been seeing more suspicious stuff. So I think stuff's kind of hitting the fan. But you know, that's like Palm Beach Pete. You know, it is Palm Beach Pete. It's not Jeff App. It has nothing to do with Jeff App.
So you think it's all because of Palm Beach Pete?
Yeah, 100%. What I can't tell you.
What do the notes say?
What the notes say?
Yeah.
It was a laminated. I'm not joking. It was a laminated black card. It's in the other studio. It was a laminated black card, and it had like a not the Federal Bureau of Investigation logo, but it had another logo from I forgot where. to call us.
Oh.
I'm not calling. But what I can say is, besides that,
Well, I guess I'm
I
gonna
was having a
bounce
beautiful party
around.
yesterday, right? And I got really pissed. What? Now listen,
I'll be back.
I love everybody, right?